as if they'll never end. Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so, rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Twylen, and I am a player of D&D and DnDVL. Just as a brief disclaimer to our audience, everything we say or do tonight is an act of fiction, none of it is real, and we do not condone some of the behaviors depicted in tonight's airing of DnDVL. With that out of our way, let's introduce our cast. First, we have Emma as our DM.
Hello, hello.
Then we have Jerry in as our board op.
What's good, yo?
We have Andrew as another player.
Hello.
We have Bree.
Hi. You're doing great.
We have
Amazing.
Sawyer.
Yeah, hey.
And we have Evan.
Hello.
I turned on all the mics on time this time. No one got muted.
Perfect. Yeah.
I'm just like, my brain is running on such slow power right
You're
now.
fine.
It's
You
like,
got this.
why?
And I go by,
You're
I'm
doing great,
Brian
Speedy.
in the game, so
Yeah,
it makes
it's like
sense.
two names, hard to do.
Yeah.
The amount of times I call people by their characters' names, like
Oh
it's
my
bad. There was
gosh.
one guy. It was like 4 months. I didn't know his real name, and I called him by his character's name.
Is that
Oh,
turn
yeah.
clubbed?
Yes, actually, I'd see him in public and be like, "What's up, Hosea?"
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Emma,
Huh?
didn't Hosea officiate the wedding between Juliet and Nav?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, Bree,
Yeah.
quick sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now we're talking about a club. What's this club we're talking
Dungeons
about?
and Dragons Fellowship. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 in 204 ABC of the Williams Center. Look at me, actually remembering where it is because we're no longer in the Science Center.
Yeah. Also, yeah, remember what we're on. We're on WDVL. I believe it's 89.5. Let me double check. Yeah.
We're doing great.
We're so great. We're not underprepared at
Hang
the
on.
moment.
Yeah, it's 89.5.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
I literally just pulled it up as Jerry said it.
Yeah. Right now, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the wonderful FRS. And yeah, give them a big round of applause. Not actually, because that would peak
Quiet
the mics.
wooing.
Yeah. Woo.
Clapping sounds.
Yeah.
Finger snaps.
Anyway, can someone give me a recap of last? We haven't been here in like 3-4 weeks.
It's been a minute.
It's been
Yeah.
a while.
It has been.
So if someone can please give me a recap, that would be amazing.
All I remember is trauma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wait, we did filler episode where
Yeah,
we were
we got
answering
to know.
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
got to know
talked-
everyone a little better. Everyone's favorite foods and
Favorite colors.
favorite colors
Yeah.
and
Some history.
some history, some
Character
backstory.
lore.
Some of us
Character
refuse
lore.
to share.
Yeah, refuse to share because
There are deep secrets.
yeah, some things.
Yeah, that's
Things
fair.
and stuff.
Alrighty, and what happened towards the end of the episode, if anyone recalls?
Oh, I remember.
Ooh.
I do. I just totally forgot. But I remember now. We had a special guest, I believe, and it was. I remember because I almost attacked her. But it was a lady and a small child. I don't remember too much about them.
Oh yeah.
They may have been tieflings, if I remember.
Yep, they were.
Oh,
and-
and Bria's reaction.
Because
And
I know
Bree
who they
is-
are.
Yeah.
Can't tell us yet though.
Nope. It's a
Because
secret.
I asked Emma secretly. They were.
God.
Never let me say that again.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, can you?
Can we,
Okay.
Let's
can we
not
cut
do
that out, please?
Please,
You
never
should
let me
bleep
say
that.
that.
Can we
Can
bleep
you
that?
can you
Yeah.
mute Bree, please?
Ow.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Wow.
put in our notes for later to bleep out everything Bree just said.
That's perfect.
Just cut.
Just mute Bree.
Yeah.
Just mute Bree.
Yeah, just the
But-
entire time that she
But
was
then
talking
randomly play that clip in the 55-minute mark.
right there. Yes.
Just no context.
Slip it in. Slip it in.
No context. Just put it there.
Alrighty. Did we say who's playing what character?
No, we did not.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh.
no. We kind of.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
It's been my mind.
Well, I'll start
Yeah.
as the biggest elephant in the room. I'm playing Fezzick, big old barbarian, clocking in about 8'7". Whole lot of muscle, not a lot of brain cells.
So real.
That's him.
Real.
I guess I'll follow up. I'm playing as Brian Grayson, a scientist. He's a alchemist artificer who, he's got some backstory, I guess. And he also likes to throw some potions and such.
All right, I guess I'll go next. I am playing Ruby Wind, or Ruben for short, the tabaxi, quote-unquote, cleric tabaxi, quote-unquote, cleric that totally didn't do anything wrong beforehand. Nope, they're just a quote-unquote cleric. Yep, guaranteed
I thought you were
quote-unquote cleric.
quote-unquoting the tabaxi part.
They're definitely the
They're
cat
totally
people.
a tabaxi.
Yeah, they're definitely a tabaxi.
I'll be playing Spectrum today. They are a fairy sorcerer cleric. They're colorful and they have a lot of heart.
And I'll be playing Dylyn Colosi, everyone's favorite spring eladrin for this season.
Woo.
Oh yeah, Bree. Remember the fun fact we just learned?
Oh yeah, that we've been pronouncing her last name wrong this entire time,
Yeah.
and that I don't really care. I'm sorry, Dylyn.
What is it? What's it pronounced like?
Oh, I think it was like
Calzone.
Colosi, because we've been saying Colosi. It was like a
It was
soft.
yeah.
The only thing I can see is having the
'Cause it's-
Z's pronounced a bit harsher.
Well,
Colosi.
it's Italian.
I think
Yes,
that
but C.
actually was
Yeah.
it.
Because yeah,
Was
like
it? Yeah.
C is
Yeah, Colosi. It's something. It was
Colosi.
something.
It was how Twylen just
Yeah.
pronounced it.
Colosi.
Yeah, we've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time for 2 seasons now.
But it's funny.
Whoops.
I mean, some names are.
But yeah, I'm
pronounced
playing a ranger, and
Yeah.
she's silly goofy, dressed all in pink and greens. Springtime, because that's finally here.
Barely.
Barely.
We had a thunderstorm at work today.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
You wanted to speak, Jerry?
I was gonna say before rudely being muted,
I'll say like, oh, yay, springtime. And then Emma immediately muted me. I was like, oh.
Yep.
I have all the power.
Oh, my gosh. No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Quick,
Oh.
no one say anything good about spring.
Yeah.
Emma,
wet.
are you back?
It's
Huh?
Are you back?
muddy.
I'm back.
I'm glad you got that.
But yeah, springtime. Springtime's great. It reminds me of my favorite Eladrin. Not you.
Oh wow.
The other Dylyn.
The other Dylyn was summer.
Oh.
Or no, he was autumn.
Autumn.
Morgan was summer. I
Yeah.
miss Morgan.
I
Morgan
miss
so
my
much.
wife Tails. I miss her a lot.
I miss Morgan, Emma. I miss her a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. But I forgot. Anywho, I play a blob. The blob is blob. Blob, blob,
I'm
blob,
sorry,
blob.
sorry. I'm so sorry,
Wonderful.
Blob.
He is my friend.
Meanwhile, the Blob does not trust me.
I mean, you sort of did.
I didn't mean to.
Your Honor, I didn't mean to
Your
backhand
Honor,
the blob.
it just happened.
Your Honor, I didn't mean to kick it.
I was gonna say, I'm curious what the blob's relationship with Fezzick is. I don't remember if they're too friendly or not.
I think
thought Fezzick didn't like the blob, but
He doesn't
Well-
like contracts.
Yeah, he hit the contract and then he signed the other one
I did.
with some neat
I haven't
handwriting.
exactly been chummy.
Yeah, that's true. I have.
You've been.
He's been riding around on my shoulder.
Oh.
But without further ado, let's start tonight's episode right where we left off, with the red tiefling and little purple tiefling in hand. The red one wearing sort of like a priest's attire, with long navy blue hair slicked back into a ponytail, and the sort of smaller child tiefling, purple with like sort of tiger stripes across her skin, small little horns, and she is also wearing like priest's attire. She's now softly asleep in her mother's, or presumably her mother's arms, as they sort of sit at the bar, drinking, I believe it was water that Brian gave them.
Yes, probably.
Sort of just sipping on that, as the blob sort of just, like pats Brian on the shoulder to sort of gesture him to go off into the corner for a minute.
Brian is gonna go off into the corner with his little blob friend.
The blob sort of like brings out a key, and sort of like tries to give it to Brian and also point at like the people sort of sitting at the bar, sort of really elated that, is that a word? I don't know.
Yeah, later.
Elated, yeah.
Okay.
Emma, have you never paid attention to The Sims?
No.
It's a thing in Sims 3.
You see, in Sims 3, I sort of just built houses and made Sims, and that was it. Nothing else. I did not actually play the game. By the way, we played Sims music last week. Not last week, but like
Last episode.
last episode.
Nice.
So now Sims has been on our mind.
Sims is
Anywho,
always on our mind.
that is true.
Brian's gonna take the key from the little blob man, and he's gonna say, "Do you want me to lead them down the hallway to a room?"
The blob starts to like shake its head like frantically, like yes.
All right. Brian's gonna look on the key. Does it have a number on the key?
Yes, give me a moment. I'm totally not hopping into another place.
Are you rolling for what number it is?
No, I know what number is.
Are you going to the other server?
Yeah.
Wow.
Quickly, does anyone have the current rooms people are in?
I'm 57.
I totally forgot.
no
Mine.
idea.
I know
Mine
for a
was set.
fact I'm 57.
But also, I don't think Fezzick would remember a number, so
That's fair.
I feel like
I
I'm
feel
safe.
like they were in notes. I think.
Are they in
I
notes?
think. Let me check. Let me check.
I think 13
Finding
is
myself
good. That's definitely nobody.
Um,
Yeah, that one's empty.
Yeah.
Sid is at 1.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think the rest of us
Was
have
it?
been assigned a number.
Well, no, we were assigned a number initially. I just can't remember.
I think
Yeah.
mine was a lot farther down.
Yeah, yours was like 70 or
Yeah.
50 something.
Yeah.
I think it was
no, they're not
70
notes.
something.
Wasn't mine like 30 something?
I believe so.
Yeah. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. They do have numbers. I'll just like fact check that later for later on, but they do have room numbers. It's more so down the hall.
We'll listen back.
Yeah, we'll listen back eventually. So yeah.
Yeah, so Brian's gonna go walk over to the two new arrivals and say, well, I think it's about time that I lead you two to your room and you get settled in then.
Oh. Thank you. I really appreciate that. The red tiefling sort of picks up the child was already in her hands, but like she sort of gets up from the bar and follows Brian.
Yeah, Brian's gonna walk down and go to the room that matches the key.
The door opens. Brian, your passive perception was high, right?
Yes, quite. 17.
Yeah. So upon opening the door, even though you're probably not like looking into the room, you do see out of the corner of your eye that the only thing that's in the room is a couch. And it appears to be sort of a tavern on the inside too, with like really tiny tables, but like a really big red velvety couch with only one arm on one of its sides. It's sort of decked out in cushions and whatnot. And that's really the only thing that's sort of in there.
Brian's gonna make a little, If you need anything more, please come down and feel free to ask or spend some time in the bar area.
I will. Thank you. And she sort of just closes the door and turns in for the night with her daughter.
Brian's gonna try and look over on his shoulder at the blob guy and kind of like raise his eyebrows like, huh?
The blob just like puts up its arms sort of just like, I don't know.
Okay. And then Brian's gonna walk back to the group in the bar area.
What's everyone else doing in the bar at the moment?
Well, I had a question about something that Fezzick could do, because I was standing by the door and kind of watched these people leave,
Yeah.
and I was curious if I could try and open the door and see if there's anything out there. So I guess that's what I would be doing. Is try to open the door and look.
Okay, so you want to look outside where they came from.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, try to open the door. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Oh dearie dear.
That's 11.
11. You sort of like mess around with the handle for a moment. It's not initially opening, but after like the third sort of like twist, it opens up, revealing just sort of the void that all of you were met with at the very beginning. Sort of a nothingness outside.
I'm going to close it and just kind of thump it and go back to the bar, defeated that we're not magically transported back home.
I was gonna make a joke about Labyrinth, like where he's like, "Oh, that's a broom closet," and switches the handle.
I wish. Fezzick has not seen Labyrinth, though, so
Oh my god.
he doesn't know.
Doesn't know about the babe with the power.
He does not.
So yeah, what's everyone sort of doing?
Dylyn's just at the bar playing solitaire by herself with a deck of cards.
Bree,
Yeah.
is that what you're doing right now?
No, I'm coloring.
Okay. Bree does that sometimes in our common room, just as a FYI.
I have a deck of cards just on my desk.
But yeah, what are y'all doing?
I suppose Spectrum is either. Let's say that they're writing in a journal.
Alrighty.
Dear diary, today the Shrek 2 vine.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I already did something.
All right. I was going to say Ruben is still... At this point, he's running low on the beverage he was given, but, like, he's still trying to drink it to avoid conversation of previous actions beforehand.
Just doing the awkward moment of like where your cup is like almost empty and you're just trying to like savor that last drop just to avoid looking at anyone.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Fezzick, upon coming back to the bar, he's going to kind of plop himself next to Brian and pull out his dagger and start like trying to carve his name in the bar.
Brian is quickly gonna grab a cutting board. Do we have a cutting board behind the bar? Like for the limes and stuff or something?
Yeah, there is a cutting board.
Okay, yeah, I quickly grab it and put it right under his knife on the table so he has a little...
It sticks to the point of the knife, and he just kind of picks it up
Starts dragging
and then
that
just starts
across
dragging
the-
that around.
Yeah, okay. And Brian just kind of like smiles and is like, oh, that works. And then...
How to entertain.
Yeah. Brian is gonna turn to the little blob friend, and he's going to basically gesture to behind the bar, and then say, "Well, we don't seem to have that much, that much booze or that much anything for that matter. How do you say we get some more things and commodities?"
The blob sort of like pushes their glasses up,
Well, actually.
and then pulls out like a little notebook with a little quill and starts to sort of jot down some notes, taking inventory into account. And then they sort of right at the bottom rip off a little piece of paper, and the paper sort of reads, I haven't thought that far.
Well, I have my what are they called? Alchemy jugs.
Alchemy jug.
So I guess we're good on water for the foreseeable future. But do you think that if we went out, we could possibly find something?
The blob sort of ponders for a moment, and as the blob ponders, all of the lights, seemingly at once in the sort of tavern inn area, go out. Upon hearing that, all of you hear a loud thud, stemming from one of the rooms in the hallway. Quickly, the lights go back on.
Who's dead?
I'm sorry, but I just like imagined just how with like night vision goggles, if you like immediately turn on the light after looking like while still wearing them, it just blinds you. Dylyn right now. Dylyn has dark vision.
Oh no. Who else has dark vision?
Oh no. Right here.
I have 0 feet of dark vision. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Neither do I.
What happened?
Silly goofy.
Dylyn, Ruben, you take 1 point of radiant damage.
I thought you were gonna say custard.
Custard damage.
Do you want
No,
custard
I
damage?
don't want
No.
custard damage.
So Brian is going to quickly look around and check around if there's Sid, if the tiefling person is still there as well. Like not the new tieflings, but like the older one.
So in the main bar area, if any of you want to roll investigation at the
love
moment.
course.
Would love
Oh,
to.
I would love to.
Ooh.
I'm not good at it, but I will try.
Holy moly,
I know
a
what that is.
24.
Ooh, actually, that's
Wow.
better than I thought
Wow.
it'd be. That's a 15.
I got a whole 19 with nothing on top.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I was afraid. I thought I had a 1.
I got an at 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
And that's a 16 for Fezzick, which is a new record, I think, for an intelligence skill.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hooray.
Lovely.
Congratulations.
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 But yeah, almost instantly, all of you sort of scan around the room.
Panic.
The blob's still intact. All of you are seemingly still intact. Granted, 2 of you are a little bit phased.
Victoria and I getting flashbang.
Yeah. But the tiefling that was there speaking with you before, Eliada, is also still there. She's also a little bit phased at the moment. Sort of, she has sat herself down in at one of the tables, sort of hand over eyes, trying to like regain composure for a moment.
Man, I love dark vision.
And looking towards the hallway, the room, Sid's room, the door is open after they seemingly locked themselves away into it for when they
dear.
first arrived.
Brian is going to get up and kind of walk tentatively over and kind of take a peek in.
I'm going to follow directly behind.
I will
So
follow
close so that if Brian stops walking, I will bump into him.
That's going to happen directly when we reach the door frame.
Wonderful.
And we both kind of stumble past the room just a little bit, but we try and look in.
It's just a thunk.
Spectrum will also fly. We'll just be purposely flying above that whole thing so they don't get knocked at all.
Anyone else sort of following suit?
I will follow forth, just kind of very, you know what, 10 feet behind whoever is the third person to go.
All right.
I will follow along.
As all of you sort of walk towards the room, Brian and Fezzick sort of bumping into each other. You sort
Sorry,
Oh, it's okay.
I got excited. Something's happening.
That excitement as you look into the room, you notice Sid sort of on their bed, face down, hat to the side. It doesn't look like they're sort of aware of anything at the moment or
So,
breathing.
Me when I come home from
Oh.
class.
Brian's going to calmly walk over and check Sid's pulse.
Already, roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Let's see.
Does Brian know how to?
19? He does.
Okay, Brian does know how to check.
He does.
So yeah, you sort of check Sid's pulse, and there is no pulse.
What, bro?
All right.
Can I I want to take a few steps in as Brian's walking towards Sid, but I kind of want to, flex my muscles and kind of look around and see if there's anything bad.
I'm just picturing like Fezzick like quite literally being like over here while flexing the muscles.
That's how he does it.
So
If I see
And-
something, that's how I'll point it out.
And Spectrum will be casting Spare the Dying.
Oh.
that's
I was gonna do a silly goofy earlier, because I have
That-
face step. I can teleport as a spring Eladrin, and I could have made Fezzick do a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I
That's
will
not
say,
nice.
can I get a perception check from Fezzick, and then
Of course.
Twylen, you want to explain what Spare the Dying does?
Sure. So you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So essentially, this guy Sid has no pulse right now. I'm assuming they are not stable
Whoa.
right now. So I wanted to make sure that they are.
living, though. No pulse means dead.
But they could still. But you could have a heart attack, have no pulse, and not be completely dead yet.
What
Do
if
we
they're a
have a
construct?
defibrillator?
That's it as a construct, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take any spell slots away from me, so I might as well cast it just in
Yeah.
case.
Here, I'll wait.
So what was the perception check?
So I got a nat 1. So I'm just gonna say that I came in, Fezzick came in and like spun around to like kind of check the whole room, but he did it so fast that everything was kind of a blur. So he didn't really learn any information, and is just a little dizzy.
Alrighty.
I was looking at my spells to see if I had anything that could act as a defibrillator. I have Searing Smite. I don't think that's gonna help at all.
I have
Brian
Shocking
has-
Grasp.
That would work.
Brian has
Banishment.
For context,
potion.
Searing Smite once it deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to my target, because it basically catches my weapon on fire, and immediately the target's ignited in flames. So
Yeah, maybe let's
maybe
not.
So does the spare the dying spell work? Does Brian see that it works? Because oh yeah.
Describe how Spectrum casts Spare the Dying.
On approach, Spectrum will just lay a hand on Sid's back and cast it.
Upon casting it, you see a singular finger sort of twitch, but there is no effect.
Is he sleeping?
Brian is going to take the pulse again, and there's no. Should I roll, or is there no change?
I would say from your 19 from before, there is no change.
Okay. Brian is going to say, well, I have a potion for this if it's soon enough. And Brian is going to pull out a jet black small potion. And he's going to feed it into Sid's mouth. However, they're
open
laying.
mouth.
Yeah, pour potion in, close mouth, make sure it goes down throat. And
he's not.
Giving a cat medicine.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna swallow.
Well, no, but it just needs to get in somehow.
Oh, okay.
And Brian is going to basically, through the potion, cast Revivify.
Revivify.
Revivify. Which it is you touch a creature that has died within the last minute, and that creature returns to life with 1 hit point. If they died of old age, it cannot do anything, nor if they can restore, it can't restore body parts. But they just
Well, he's got his legs, and he's not an old man.
yeah. And
So
then
we should be good.
Yeah. So I basically make Sid drink the potion, and then I'm just holding them sitting up, and then waiting to see if it works.
As you sort of do that, what's everyone's passive perceptions again?
10.
I
20.
think mine's 11. I think.
17.
Yeah, it's 11.
Okay, wait, let me go around real quick. So starting with Bree,
11.
11.
It used to be a 10.
R.I.P. Next up, Andrew.
Also 10.
Rip. Next up, Twylen.
21.
21, okay. Next up, Evan.
I got a 20.
Okay. And then lastly, Sawyer.
17.
Wow.
So I'll say that almost instantly, Spectrum, Brian, and Ruben, as this is sort of happening, you notice a faint shadow pass by the room's door, and then it quickly disappears. As for Fezzick and Dylyn,
I'm just playing with Sid's hat.
We're just blinking like frogs.
Yeah. I'm gonna try his hat on.
Okay, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
From putting on a hat?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It wasn't just any hat. It was the
That's a
hat.
17.
Oh.
It's a very stylish hat, and Fezzick now gains 1 style point.
What does that do for me?
Now
It's
you
very
look better.
stylish.
I just look better.
Yeah.
Actually, you get a +1 to charisma checks.
Ooh.
With the hat on, though.
With the hat on.
Yeah.
You lose the hat.
I'm gonna add wizard hat in parentheses, put stolen. Because it's not mine.
Not mine.
Do you need a pen?
So, did I know the direction that the shadow went? If it went into the room or out of the room?
The shadow seemed like it walked past the room, like coming from the end of the hallway towards the main inn area.
Ah. Brian's gonna look over at it and then focus more towards on Sid again, kind of forgetting about it because Brian wants to see if Sid is doing any better. And should I do a med check to see if they're doing any better?
Yeah, roll me a medicine check. As that medicine check is being rolled, I will say Sid sort of opens their eyes. But there is no like sort of life in their eyes. It is completely white. Nothing is looking back. And they're still sort of motionless.
So 11?
With that 11, you're not quite sure what's happening to them.
Could I roll Arcana, maybe? Maybe I'd be able to figure out what is going on?
You can roll Arcana.
Could I also do a medicine check just looking for like wounds or anything? Or like
Yeah.
spider bite? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
21 for Arcana.
Oh, what is it?
5 for medicine.
Oh, nice.
He doesn't look too good.
Let me start off with Fezzick's. With Fezzick, even though Sid has a bunch of freckles all over their body, specifically there's like 2 little dots on their arms that look a little bit more suspicious than all the other little dots on their body. Little bit suspicious.
That's weird.
It sort of looks like a spider bite, maybe. Maybe they're
He's
becoming
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Fezzick's gonna look in real close and just kind of stroke his chin and think real hard.
It's just the Into the Spider-Verse meme.
Yeah.
With the Arcana check, I will say that there's not really a particular school of magic that you're like picking up from that could have done this, but there is sort of a faint magical aura, as if something had sort of been casted, but it's too faint to sort of pick up on.
Darn it.
Brian is going to lay Sid back down on the bed and stand up and say, well, I don't really know what exactly to do at this point.
Did he do the Midwestern dad? Well.
Well, yeah. He's gonna say, I don't really have. I can give them a healing potion or cure their wounds, but I don't remember seeing any wounds.
He's got a spider bite right here, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, right here. See these 2 little dots?
Brian's gonna take.
I'm
a little
accidentally
peek-sees.
I'm accidentally pointing to Freckles, and I'm like, oh wait, no, over here. See?
Don't know.
Brian's gonna
And then-
take a little peeksies.
He's gonna lean in real close to Brian and whisper, vampires.
Brian's gonna kind of like gasp a little bit. He's gonna be like, oh, vampires. And then he's gonna look down at the bites and see if they are like on veins or like what kinds, if he can tell what kind of bite it is.
Yeah, if you want to roll me another medicine check.
Oh, okay, cool. A 12?
You sort of look, it's not on any veins, but maybe vampire does check out. You don't know.
Maybe it's a baby vampire.
Baby vampire. How far apart are the bites? Do I see that?
They're like an inch apart.
Very baby vampire.
Baby vampire.
I
Maybe
like how we went
maybe
from
a
Spider-Man.
were rat or were
We're
know.
a baby.
a were
I
baby.
love how we went from Spider-Man to vampire to were-rat to were-baby.
Oh wait, we're gonna keep going.
No.
The were baby almost made me spit out my water. That was so bad.
Oh, so worth it.
No.
So wait, would a werebaby be a creature that turns into a baby, or
I think it'd be.
I don't really know.
because if you're a werewolf, you would be a person who turns into a wolf. So if you're a
A weird.
creature, you'd to be a werebaby, you'd turn into a baby.
Are druids just werewolves?
Oh my god, werebears?
Werebear?
Well, no,
They
like they
can
call them a
turn-
werewolf, but they don't even turn full wolf. They turn like half human, half wolf. So it'll be a
Oh.
half baby.
I mean,
A half werebaby.
it's just
it'll
someone
be a
with
half
baby legs.
You hear the blob cut in saying their first words.
Well, the second word, didn't they say like bub or something?
Oh, that is true. They say their second words, which is, they got that wolf in them.
That's several
phrase.
words.
That's so many more words.
But I'm gonna look at the blob wherever it is and be like, "Good job."
Is the blob on my shoulder?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the blob and be like, "Oh my, you can talk, buddy."
That's a lot of big words. Good job.
Now I can. My name is Brobis.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
no,
okay.
my baby boy.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
I love
Too much
Brobus.
talking already.
Yeah, I'll call you Brobus, but that's fine.
At least
Why-
it's not Gax.
Why couldn't you speak before?
I think I had a really bad sore throat.
You're a
Okay.
blob. I don't see any of
You just cast a spell. I think that they could hit speaking and being blobus.
Probably had a sore spot.
Brobus.
Then maybe it's the werebaby.
Sorry, I tried punting you.
I don't forgive you.
Dylan
Brian,
starts tearing up.
Brian's gonna
Emotional
look
damage.
back down at Sid and then say, I don't think they should be alone right now. Hey, big guy. And he's gonna elbow Fezzick in the upper thigh where he is elbow height for
Yeah,
Brian.
I just have a bruise on my upper thigh from you getting my attention.
Yep.
Oof.
And I say,
Oof.
hey, big guy, could you carry her into the bar area with
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like scoop him. Sid is like a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
young.
Fezzick's just gonna like scoop him up in one arm like a baby and take his hat off and put it and kind of like tuck it over his
Oh,
face
there
and,
goes your charisma.
and start like rocking him.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna walk into the common area for
All right.
I'm going to bring him. We're bringing him back to the bar, right? I'm gonna lay him on the bar because I assume that might be able to help us
yeah.
figure out
Yeah.
where the werebaby is.
Exactly. We gotta find the werechild.
Once again, does everyone sort of follow out? Or do some of you stay back in the
I'm
room?
doing the silly goofy. I'm teleporting and I'm making you do a wisdom.
All right, but I'm with Sid.
Okay, Sid
Okay.
can't see me.
So
Sid's
oh wait,
under the hat.
so he just drops to the floor.
Oh wait, you're
No, it-
teleporting Fezzick?
No, I'm teleporting to Fezzick. Into the bar.
Oh, and
Like
I
right
have to
in front
make.
of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the
Just right
wisdom
here.
save to not like pee my pants when you appear in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
If I fail it, I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Natural 20.
Oh.
You actually don't fail that then.
No, Fezzick punches you in the face.
out of fright, he goes, "What the?" And with his other hand, punches Dylyn in the face.
Just backhands him. Watch your
It's funny
tone.
because Dylan's 6'3", so it could be plausible.
And then be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You scared me."
You're just holding your nose.
He's like got his hands on his knees, like deep breaths, from being so startled. Don't do that.
So yeah, do people follow out?
I think Spectrum's going to be doing more investigation, checking around, maybe following the shadow they saw.
Okay. What about Ruben? Where Ruben at?
I kind of want to do a bit of investigating too.
Already.
I mean, a person just quote unquote died and may turn into a werebaby. This,
Who knows?
who knows? This
In this economy.
We can't handle a
This-
werebaby.
this is part of the country localized entirely within their back kitchen. Yeah.
Does this tavern have werebaby insurance? I don't think so.
No, we don't. We don't have any insurance actually, as
I'm
the
not-
blob
Flooding
speaks up.
insurance?
Not even flood insurance.
Fezzick's gonna look at the broken stool from episode 1 and be like, "Oops,
That's on your hands now.
take it out of my paycheck."
What paycheck?
Exactly.
You think we make money around here? But yeah, if y'all are sort of staying with Sid, if you want to roll medicine checks, you can. And then the people in the room, if you want to roll investigation checks,
I
you
want to
can.
roll medicine.
Oh boy.
I'm not good at that investigation.
Neither am I, but my roll says otherwise.
I'm pretty medicined up right now. I got a 26.
Nice. Fezzick's not with a 5.
I got an 11.
Okay, wait, let me go around the table again because I was looking at Jerry's little gif in the server.
Oh.
Good job, Jerry. I turned on your mic if you wanted to speak.
I did it.
You did it.
Yay.
Okay, your mic's off again. So let me start off with Bree. Bree, what did you get?
I got an 11.
11.
11.
Fezzick, what did Fezzick get?
5.
5. Ruh-roh.
Raggy.
What about Spectrum?
For investigation, I got a 13.
13, okay. Ruben?
For investigation, I got a 19.
19, okay. And what did Brian get?
For the medicine check, I got a 26.
Alrighty. I'll start off with Fezzick first. Fezzick, you truly believe at any point Sid will become a werebaby.
Fezzick's gonna start rummaging through his pocket. Where'd I put that garlic?
You're just rummaging with one hand.
Yeah.
Well, no, Sid's on the table.
He's
now.
on the table.
Oh, he's on
yeah.
the table now?
Still one hand though.
For Dylyn, you can't make out much,
Dylan's
But
not very bright.
but maybe werebaby activities will start to ensue. For Brian, you after putting Sid down on the sort of table in better lighting, you realize that the werebaby bite is not a werebaby bite. It's just more freckles.
Oh.
And
You're so
there
smart.
and there are no injuries on Sid.
Fezzick's still gonna be staring at the bite while still searching for garlic.
Is that the bite of it?
As for the people in the room, Spectrum, as you're sort of looking around, you don't really know where the shadow sort of went to because you sort of peek out outside the room to like the main tavern area, and it seems like the shadow hasn't gotten that way, and it doesn't seem like they went down the hall either. But inside the room, you also don't really find much of anything other than the bedding being a little bit messed up. As for Ruben, you sort of notice that the door seems to have been like if someone broke into the room, it would not be like a forceful entry, if that makes sense. Like the door looks to be completely intact. And the bedding's a little bit of a mess, but it doesn't seem like it was like sort of like a physical sort of like fight, if that makes sense, to sort of mess it up. It sort of just seems like what would happen if someone fell onto the bed, you know?
Right, so they landed there?
Essentially.
Wrestling gone wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that information over to anyone else in the room currently.
So he fell onto his bed?
That's what it looks like. It just fell on there. And the door looks like it wasn't, it wasn't like forced open. It looked like it was, just was open. Like there wasn't much force to, force it open.
Well, I mean, I assumed it would be magic at hand. So maybe did Sid try to use magic to get out, maybe, and was teleported back to bed or something?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, it's a plausibility, but I wouldn't really say it would be the main reason. Can you even check magic on a door?
I suppose I could. I look through my spells. Do I have detect magic active on here? No.
I do.
Maybe we could detect magic on the body or identify.
That's a good idea, actually. So we're gonna try to detect magic on the body. But what about the door?
We could the door as well, though. We might as well while we're at it.
All right. With that, Ruben is going to cast detect magic on the door.
Alrighty. You want to explain what detect magic does briefly?
Oh, all right. Let me pull up the list of spells. So, detect magic. Detect magic. For a duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Alrighty. I will say that with your detect magic up, obviously you can see like sort of the people around you, like Spectrum and yourself, sort of have like a faint aura to yourself since you both are sort of spellcasters. And nothing in the room really emits an aura besides sort of like Sid's wand on the end stand or like end table. Along with sort of like these footprints. There's like with the detect magic up that sort of footprints appear that weren't originally there, and they sort of lead into the room and then back out of the room.
Oh, all right. Wait, look, there's footprints right there.
Do you want to follow them?
I don't see why we shouldn't. But should we relay the information to the others, or?
Do I have a message? I do not have a message on this character. I mean, we might as well just yell around the corner.
Oh, sure, I think I can do that. And with that, Ruben's going to walk out the room and then yell, "Oi, Rockies! We found a clue over here!"
Yeah, the rest of you sort of hear that. And with that, we'll be taking our break for this episode. So let's do sort of our shout outs real quick, our little ad segment, if you may. First of all, let's give a warm I don't know what I was gonna say, but let's give our appreciation to the FRS Fredonia radio systems for this wonderful opportunity to record DnDVL. Which, by the way, Jerry, what are we listening on?
Okay, sorry. We're listening on DnDVL on 89.5.
The Inferno.
The Inferno, yeah.
Good job, Jerry. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so WDVL 89.5, The Inferno. By the way, Bree, if we want to play D&D and we're students of Fredonia or alumni
Or faculty.
or words.
Faculty.
Yeah, what Bree said. Yeah, where should people go?
To D&D Club, of course. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m. in the Williams Center, 204 ABC. Unless otherwise stated, which sometimes we're in the Science Center, but not for the rest of this semester.
That is true. Also, on top of that, what's happening in D&D Club right now?
We're having elections.
Election time.
Elections.
And there's currently 4 wonderful sort of candidates, I believe. So we got 2 of which are actually here right now. Me and Twylen. But really read over people's speeches and whatnot and make your decision yourself on who you want to be on the e-board. Speaking of elections, Chess Club is having their own elections, which, if you did not know, I'm the media coordinator for Chess Club, and Chess Club meets every Friday, 4 to 6, in the Williamson and G103A. It's a fun time. You don't need to learn how to really play chess. If you're like sort of new at it, we can teach you, along with, if you just want somewhere to sort of relax, hang out. We usually have lo-fi playing, so if you just want to like maybe sit and study, do that.
I just go to harass Jerry and Emma.
Yeah. Also, follow us on Instagram at Fredonia_chest, where we sort of do semester like polls to see what day works out best for people on when to sort of come to club. So if for some reason this semester did not work out for you time-wise, look out for that. And then Jerry, do you have something you want to say?
Yeah. So, first of all, I want to say thank you to those who came to Carnival on March 22nd. That was a while ago, but still, thank you for those who came. And right now, while it's in the works, Latinos Unidos is going to host a Latin Gala, which will be on May 1st, which I believe is on a Wednesday. And also, we are currently holding e-board elections. If you would like more information on which positions will be open, and if you are interested in joining the e-board of Latinos Unidos, then just send a message to the Instagram at Latinos Unidos FSU on Instagram. Again, that is Latinos Unidos FSU.
Sort of with that, I believe Fezzick wanted to make an announcement.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to say, today's adventure, I want to thank Magua Anti-Death and Anti-Death Serums and Tinctures, which is actually very fitting for today. If you've gone too far, think Magua. Thank you.
Wonderful. And is there anything else people want to sort of say?
Sure. I don't know when this episode will come out, but just as a general thing, check in with the music school and what concerts are going on. Tons of recitals are happening. Today is April 14th, and this Saturday and next week on Monday, we're having student composers concerts, and people should show up because it's super cool.
In reference, that would be the 20th and the 22nd.
Yes.
Because this will be airing the 21st, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so come to the concert on the 22nd. We would love to have a packed house in Roush.
Alrighty.
Good old Roush.
And I hope that you all did your taxes.
Yeah, hopefully you did.
Hopefully you did.
Tax day.
Yeah. So,
Yippee.
with that out of the way, we're going to be taking our break, and we will see all of you shortly.
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke, rising promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Hello, hello. We are back from break, except I have everyone's mics off at the moment. And that is because I just want to remind y'all that if you're watching tonight's episode of DnDVL, that everything we say or do or sort of quote unquote enact, even though I'm not sure that's the right usage of that word, is all works of fiction. None of it is real. Not even the fact of my existence. That's not real. I'm just a DM. Anyway, I'm gonna turn on everyone's mics back on. And now everyone is able to
All
speak.
right.
And that's why I think Emma's the worst DM. Oh, we're
Oh,
live.
guys.
Silly goofy times over here.
It was just a prank.
That's a joke.
That was a
Because as
joke.
we said, everything we say or do, we don't condone.
We're legally obligated to say.
The one thing I do condone is Dylyn's apology to the blob, to Brobus.
Was it the apology with a ukulele?
Yes, it was the apology song.
Aw.
Would you go up there and say, I made a severe
Not good
lapse in
enough.
my judgment?
Hang on, Emma. I'm rolling performance for this.
Okay.
How well was the apology?
That was a 12.
Huh. The blob.
Actually, let me do it properly now that I've stated it.
Okay.
That is actually now a 10 because I am not proficient in any
no.
any music instrument.
Good job. The blob looks at you, looks at the ukulele, smashes the ukulele.
Oh, no.
The blob has been hanging out with Fezzick too much.
He's gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Nice one, little buddy, but make sure you turn your wrist right before the point of impact so you can get a little more damage."
I'll note that for next time.
The look I just gave Andrew.
Sorry.
But yeah, we're back from break. All I have to say is that while on break, I realized I was hungry, really hungry. I'm still hungry, and I'm gonna make everyone else hungry with me.
What are we doing for dinner?
Great question. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe pasta before the boil water effect. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
comes
about
into
Well, I
the
mean,
thing.
and
did get more
hey,
sauce.
if Sid doesn't wake back up, you know,
No.
Oh.
What? What do you mean by that?
hey, everything that we do is acts of fiction.
But yeah, pasta does sound good right about now. I'm also thinking about Pop-Tarts.
Now I'm
Pooped up.
hungry. You know what? As a retaliation, you are now manually breathing.
No. No.
And now you're manually blinking.
I
Oh.
cast manual breathing.
And with that, let's resume sort of tonight's festivities. Alrighty. So y'all found footsteps.
Yeah, Ruben, you just told us that there's a clue.
There's,
And
yeah.
Fezzick's gonna go,
Clues?
"A what?"
Oh, Right. I forgot I'm far away.
Hey, there's a clue here.
A claw?
I don't
a
actually.
clue.
I
Can
didn't
he,
hear.
can he hear me?
I don't know. I can't hear him very well.
Maybe we should go check it out.
I'm gonna look at Sid and glance at the other 3 people that are in the room, and say, well, I think Big Guy and I are gonna go check out what Ruben is calling us for. Should we leave somebody to keep an eye on Sid, or should we bring Sid with us?
Just drag Sid down the hall with us.
I mean, I could carry him. He's pretty small.
We should get like a baby carrier.
Yeah, we
for
should.
Sid.
Yeah. I'm just carrying around a
We can
dead person.
cast levitate again.
Oh, I could use one of my potions.
I think that's unnecessary.
I agree. All right, and then I gesture to Fezzick to pick Sid up,
All right.
Hoist the boy.
and then
Back over my shoulder.
yeah, I think that we all are gonna go down and take a peek at what Ruben's talking about.
Alrighty. So y'all sort of all make your way. Granted, I believe detect magic is only visible to the person who casts it, so I think Ruben is the only one who can see it.
Yeah, it is. Its range is only self.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
so
think
we just
Ruben's
think you're lying.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
What are you talking about?
Dang
what's
spellcasters always lying to us.
Said the spellcaster.
I'm not a spellcaster, I make potions. It's complete science, okay?
Oh, you believe in science then? Well, how about this? And I'm gonna cast detect magic on them.
On me?
Yes, on you.
I mean, you're gonna see a lot of magical gear on him, but like
Right.
he himself is
Oh,
just
right.
a mere scientist.
All right, yeah, and you still can't see it, huh?
Yeah, no.
Right.
You can't pass it on to someone else,
it's gonna be like-
unfortunately.
So, what just happened?
I'm just gonna be like, did you do something? What did something change? I look over
I
to
don't think
Fezzick.
so.
Did you not see the hand? Did you not see a little glowing thing in my hand? You know, it glue a bit.
Glue.
Yeah,
no,
glowed a
but
bit.
I mean, Brian, you smell nice.
Then all of a sudden, you, Brian, you feel a little tug on your clothes as the little tiefling girl from before sort of like rubs her one eye and it's just like, yeah, you do sort of smell nice, sir.
Physics gonna jump again and scream, not swing this time. But just be like, "Ah, ah,"
I'm
at
just
this little
imagining-
kid who appeared out of nowhere.
Wait,
Just imagining Fezzick trying to swing at this child. This child's like what, 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
missing.
Actually, I could. It'd probably like take a chunk out of the wall.
It'd
but
probably hit me.
Can I roll to dodge?
I'm holding Sid, so I will not be swinging.
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Just
I
roll
did
to
get
dodge.
scared. I'm gonna be like, where'd you come from, little kid?
Oh,
It's just a Homer scream.
Yeah, literally.
I came from my room at the end of the hall where me and my mom,
Oh,
or I think it's my mom, are.
I think it's, huh?
Brian's gonna look very confused at that little sentence.
Dylyn, you're gonna get a little "that's so Raven" moment.
Oh, yay.
Because all of what I'm
Oh,
about to
yeah.
explain is gonna be stuff that happened in club at a quest I ran. What was the quest title? To reap what you sow.
Yeah.
So it was the sort of quest giver was the woman who checked in recently. She had lost her soul and she wanted to sort of regain it back. So she sent a little party of misfits to go fetch her soul. They came to the end, actually, the tavern y'all are in right now.
Dylyn technically did, but it was past Dylyn.
Yeah, it was past Dylyn. There was a sort of void-like creature, like Brobus the Blob. Sort of similar glasses of, like, Barobus the Blob, along with like sort of a top hat, and he sort of went through his filing system, was able to find a past event that they could go to sort of reap her soul, and they sort of gathered her soul. But upon returning her soul to the woman, they noticed her sort of shape flicker in front of them. Once a red tiefling with navy blue hair became a purple tiefling with white hair. Completely different clothing, attire, shape. Everything seemed different for that split second. But then she returned to the shape that she was before. And Dylyn, you remember all of this.
Cool.
So she's
Fezzick's-
tugging on Brian's clothes, right?
Fezzick's
Yeah.
gonna move Sid to be behind his back so this kid isn't looking at a dead body, potentially.
Yeah, Brian's
least-
gonna make eye contact with Fezzick and see his idea, and then Brian's gonna bring the kid outside and be like, "Oh, hey, let's go to the bar area. I'll get you some milk."
Can both of you, well, for Fezzick, roll me stealth. For Brian, roll me. No, what? I was gonna say deception, but also stealth.
Can I
Stealth,
help with
okay.
Fezzick by stepping in front?
Yes.
That's a 14.
Did you roll with advantage?
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm helping you.
Oh,
I got a 19.
another 14.
I tried.
I got a 19.
All right. So Samaya, the little tiefling girl, sort of is just like, okay, and like looks back for a second, not really noticing anything out of the sort, just looking confusingly at the two of you, sort of just standing, like.
Fezzick just
Next to
grins
each other.
nervously.
And then she smiles back and sort of continues
Just
walking
waves.
with Brian.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and I will I'll say actually I'll pour a little bit of levitation potion in a glass of milk and I'll say, "Here, this will be fun." And then I'll hand it to the kid.
Oh no.
I hope it's proportionate.
It's like a very small amount, so the kid will just kind of be very light, like moon gravity.
She like
Light as a feather, stupid.
she takes the cup and starts drinking it. And she's just like, "Whoa, I never felt this light in my life." And she sort of gets up on the stool and like jumps up a little bit, and it's just like, "Do you think I can do cartwheels in the air now?"
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know.
I love Samaya so much.
Which, by the way, Samaya is a character that I've played previously in a previous semester of club, and she's a little barbarian.
She terrified
Aw.
Albert Wesker.
She did.
That
She
was
That's
funny.
so fun.
she has his glasses now.
Doesn't she also have the jacket?
No,
Or did oh yeah, no, Defo had it.
yeah, Defo had the jacket. So Samaya puts on the Wesker glasses and starts to sort of spin around in the air a bit.
Can I? So I'm gonna whip Sid's lifeless body out from behind my back and kind of just walk him into the room.
Whiplash if he
Not
is alive.
whiplash. No, just like back to cradling position. And I'm gonna walk. And I think I'm gonna go back in. We're standing in front of Sid's room, right?
I think y'all moved slightly down the hall. No,
Okay.
but you're still pretty close to Sid's
I'm
room.
gonna kind of just set him back in bed, and then turn to Ruben and Spectrum, and be like, "So, where are those footprints?"
Well, they were on the floor. It's hard to kind of see if it will go out. I mean, it was in the room. There's footprints here. It's not, detect magic lets you see magic, so it's not my magic. It's not their magic, so it must be someone else's magic.
Magic footprints.
Yeah,
So like, magic shoes.
yeah, something like magic
Hmm.
shoes.
Boots of elven kind.
Or just a magical person.
That too, with magical
True.
shoes.
With magical shoes.
So, which direction are they leading?
Let me go check, and Ruben's just gonna go check real quick.
They lead down the hall towards the room that Lilith and Samaya checked into.
All right. Ruben's just gonna say they led this way. Yeah, follow along, and they're just gonna you know how, they're just gonna get on all fours and just crawl over to follow the footprints.
Yes, because I was thinking of doing the same thing, except I can't detect them. So it's just sniffing the ground.
It's just Fezzick crawling, which is a human, basically horse height.
Yeah. Yeah. Very large.
So for Ruben, roll me Arcana. For Fezzick, roll me Survival.
That's right. Okay.
Can I be following something or looking for stuff?
Yeah. What are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for magical sort of left behinds like how Ruben is, or are you just looking for something a little bit more physical? Sort of like how Fezzick is.
I'm not gonna be looking for survival. I'd either be looking for Arcana or perception stuff.
Alrighty.
I'd also like to note, before exiting the room, Fezzick's gonna grab something to prop the door open, whether it's a chair or something, just so we can
Or
kind
another
of
body.
If there's another body, just so we can
Just
kind of
prop the door open with Sid.
yeah.
For funsies, roll me perception, all of you.
Oh, okay.
All of us.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Hold on, give me a second.
Very, very good.
Very nice.
My
Let's-
advantage did not help me all that much.
All right, let's go around.
Let's
Yeah.
just say mine is lower than my passive.
Oh,
I rolled a
Same.
9.
okay. What about Fezzick?
17.
Ooh. Spectrum?
12,
Okay.
even with advantage.
Oh no.
Hey, at least it
Ruben?
wasn't that one.
You know what's better than 24? 25.
You don't know what's better than 23 and worse than 25?
24.
24.
Oh, the joke was right there.
So I will say, Fezzick, surprisingly, along
Yeah.
with Ruben and Brian,
Surprisingly.
Bad choice.
I don't see too much.
y'all see that there is, in fact, another person sort of unconscious, a little bit down the hall, or seemingly unconscious, with
Family
like
Guy death pose?
yeah, sort of one hand outside of a door.
Ooh.
Brian, after glancing down the hall and seeing this, is like, huh, and then goes back to the kid and is like, oh yeah, it's fun right here, huh?
Yeah, this is like the best day ever. It's like going to Seven Flags with like no adult supervision.
Oh yeah, that.
What would Samaya's favorite ride be at Seven Flags?
Teacups.
She's so real for that.
So Fezzick, upon seeing this, is gonna pull a Officer Earl, and sprint down the hallway towards Brian. And he's gonna be like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you for a second."
Brian is gonna look at Fezzick and say like, I was hoping that you did this. Yes, I think I see what you see.
Yeah. I'm not too good at. I don't know, cause like we got this stuff and we got like daycare, and I'm thinking in terms of how my brain works. I don't know. Do we tap out or should we like eliminate the daycare?
I think I have a great idea.
Cause there's a kid.
There is a kid. I completely understand. I'm gonna pour a little bit more levitation potion in, and I'm gonna say, here, this will be fun, okay? Now you're gonna play on the ceiling. and he's gonna give the kid some more milk with
Lilith is never gonna let you babysit.
oh yeah, no, but it's gonna be fun.
I love that.
The kid downs in a second.
They're going up. They are going up. It's Brian put some in there, you know.
Yeah. She like slams the glass on the ground, just like yeah.
She throws it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As she enters rage and starts to
I have a question.
Just mess around on the
Does it
ceiling.
break?
Yeah. Does what break?
The cup.
Yes.
Brian, so she's floating, right? She's gonna, okay. So Brian's gonna be like, "All right, Fezzick, I think we have about five minutes before this."
Okay. Is she are like her feet on the ceiling, or is she
Yeah.
just up? Okay, I'm gonna point and be like, "You stay here."
Stay right there.
and then Brian and Fezzick are gonna go run down the hall towards the body.
Are we going to the one with its the hand that was in the doorway?
Yeah.
I'd like to run there. And as we run by the room, I'm gonna shout
Guys, come
to
here.
Ruben and Spectrum and be like, I don't know, should we divvy up? Actually, let's stop here and talk our plan, because
But
we got.
Brian's gonna pause
Never mind.
like 7
He's gonna-
feet from Fezzick, and he's gonna be like, and then he'll yell, "Guys, come down the hall!" And then wait, it's Simia, the kid, right?
Samaya.
Samaya.
And I'm like, "Not you, Samaya, though. Have fun out there." And then he's gonna run down. He's gonna run down the hall to the hand sticking out of the door.
Same.
All right, so everyone sort of follows suit.
Yes.
Yep.
Currently the person that's knocked out is Eliada.
Eliana and Peter Griffin.
Yeah, Eliada's in the Peter Griffin pose.
Can you please draw that and put that in the Discord?
If I have the time this weekend, well, next weekend. Oh, I won't have the time next weekend. If I
I'll
find
do
the
it.
time, I will do it.
We need more silly emotes.
We do need more silly emotes. But yeah, it is Eliada. Just sort of like Peter Griffin fall pose. In front of her, not in front of her room, but in front of Lilith and Samaya's room.
Brian's gonna get down and do the good old check for the pulse.
All right,
You know
roll
what?
me medicine.
I would also like to check for pulses as well.
So you got 2 hands
Two
touching
hands.
the.
One,
Three
wrists and the-
hands. I'll
Yeah.
do it too.
All right.
one paw, one hand, one
Oh,
other
one
hand.
foot.
Very good that somebody else did that. Brian can't find the vein.
Ruh-roh.
He got a 9.
That's a dirty 20 from Bree.
And what about Ruben?
That's a 28.
All right. So, I feel like Dylyn would grab an ankle.
She would.
You're checking for a pulse there. Ruben probably has the other wrist or something.
I'm gonna
As-
oh no, go ahead.
Brian, you sort of believe that maybe she's out cold to like how Sid is. However, Ruben and Dylyn, you easily find a pulse, and she is alive and breathing.
Guys, she's dead. She's down, just like Sid.
Wait, really?
Brian thinks he found the same thing out.
Yeah, I know.
Brian doesn't know anymore.
Dylan just looks at Brian like,
She's dead.
We felt the same non-pulse, didn't we?
no.
No,
what?
they're alive.
Oh.
We're gonna
Try again.
Okay. Brian's gonna try again.
All right. Roll with advantage this time.
Oh, good. Oh, nat 20? Nat 20 and now that's so funny. I got
The duality of
opposite
man.
ends of the spectrum. I got nat 20 and a nat 1, but it's advantage, so the 20.
So with the nat 20, you like put your hand back on her wrist and instantly find the pulse this second time around.
Oh, okay. I guess
You
you
were
guys
feeling
are
the
right.
bone the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could imagine.
Can I kind of look past her into the room to see if there's anything in there?
Sure, roll me perception.
Never mind. 5.
You sort of look into the room and you find a wall.
Okay, guys. So there's nothing in there.
Can Spectrum roll for that?
Yes.
I mean, I already looked, but you're welcome to check.
Yeah, I believe the big guy.
I believe the big guy, he has
16.
big eyes.
16. Spectrum, upon you looking in, you sort of see the couch, the tavern tables, and you do notice that there's like a small purple fog that's sort of trickling from somewhere in the room. It has sparkles. And how close is everyone to the doorway at the moment?
I am
I-
kneeling right next to the doorway.
Yeah, same.
I think I'm
Same, yeah.
kind of on the other side. Not in the room,
I
but
think
kind of
it makes
on the other side of the
sense
hallway.
for Dylyn, Ruben, and Brian to all be near each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Spectrum is in the air above them, looking.
I keep forgetting that you're a fairy.
I can fly. I am
keep
above
forgetting
them,
this.
looking into the room past above their heads.
All right. I will say I need all of you to roll con saves at the moment. Only
Okay.
people who get advantage are Fezzick and Spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, tall.
I'm just so beefy.
Oh no!
Oh, no,
dear.
Saves advantage.
I thought that would be a lot better, but no.
Oh,
That's a
actually,
nat 20,
that's kind of
That's
okay.
pretty good.
which gives me a 21.
Okay, so Dylyn has 21.
23, sorry, I can't read my
23.
own sheet.
What does Fezzick got?
13.
13. Okay. Spectrum
20.
20. Ruben
That's a dirty 20 for me.
already, and then Leslie Brian.
13 as well.
Hey.
So as the fog slowly starts to trickle out a bit, most of you are fine. However, Fezzick, Brian, you getting a little sleepy. It's a little sleepy
I
time.
have advantage.
What?
What?
Sorry, I
Oh.
was counting goats.
As both of you slowly hit the ground.
Can I just like face plant, like just with like a whoop that like
Just
Not-
like a
not
dive
take-
out of the way.
yeah, you're gonna need to dodge because
Oh.
I think I'm just
Well,
gonna
if they're
fall
dodging,
onto
I gotta
the
dodge too.
lying down tiefling.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna.
I'll just fall next to the both of you guys.
All right. Yeah, if Ruben
I
and
don't
Spectrum and Dylyn can roll me dex saves real quick.
Okay, am I allowed
Sorry,
to make...
guys.
Question. Am I allowed to make a... What would it be? Sleight of hand just to take the body out of the way too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
That's a 26 from Bree.
Okay, those are... So, for the dexterity saving throw, that is a 18. And for the sleight of hand check, that is... Hold on, I gotta see what sleight... Oh. That is also an 18.
Alrighty. And what did Spectrum get?
21.
21. So yeah, all of you sort of move out the way in a hurry before Fezzick sort of like crashes to the ground. And with that, Fezzick, Brian, you sort of awake outside in the void.
Oh man!
We're here again.
Fezzick's gonna like angrily kick at the water.
Wait, so are we
Make sure
together?
there's no
Yeah,
hands
you're
first.
together.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no I'm there's hands everywhere.
it's everywhere.
Are we close to each other?
Yeah, you're like right next to
Alright,
each other.
I'm gonna be like, again.
Oh, come on. Where's the bar now?
Yeah.
I'm coming home, sweetie. I'm back in the building again.
And with that, you sort of see, sort of bubbling in front of you. A little hand reaches out. Well, not really little,
gonna
it's sort
kick
of
the hand.
big.
Should I kick it?
It's red, scaly, brown leather gloves sort of start to reach out the more it sort of appears. Bandages around the wrists all the way up to elbows. Whoever's coming out is really, really beefy.
Brian.
Roll a history check.
Yeah, wait, can we roll history checks real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a natural 20 for
I
Fezzick.
got a 21 dirty.
Both
So,
of you.
I'm gonna look at Brian and go, uh-oh.
Do you know him too?
You know?
Wait,
Wait a minute.
wait.
Hang on.
And I think
Hang on.
I'm gonna point down, and I think I'm gonna say, I think we should kick him.
Are you gonna kick him?
I think, yeah. I mean, if it's anything.
How big was he when you saw him?
I mean, he was around 9 when I saw him. I don't know.
Holy moly, he was
Yeah.
much shorter when I saw him.
Oh, you saw him? Wait. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh my.
Did he have one horn when you fought?
No, I took that horn.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I took the second one.
Oh my. Oh. And I'm gonna kick it now. I'm gonna kick the hand. I'm gonna-
Yeah. Roll to hit.
Oh yeah, me with my physical attacks. Ooh. Would that just be plus like strength?
Yes.
Okay, so minus strength. I got an 18.
You just barely hit.
Okay, as like a D4, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I got a 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get back in there.
Trying to push it back down.
And is Fezzick kicking?
I was gonna. Can I try and like push it back into the goop?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh.
What was it?
15.
Let's see. Let's see if that does it. That's not what I was looking for. That's not the thing. Sorry, I'm on Discord right now using the DM roller. Yeah, that does it.
Does it just like disappear back into the goop?
You sort of like push it down. There is some force like trying to push back. But you have him underneath the void for now.
Oh, for now. So if I leave,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, both hands down on the ground pushing, and I'm gonna look up at Brian and be like, I don't know what to do in this situation.
Yeah, from what I can remember, he was quite a challenge.
I mean,
to fight.
He's gonna pull up the arm for a second and be like, yeah, look at him, and then push it back down. Like, look at these
Fezzick's like
muscles
doing CPR.
on an arm.
I really.
Stay.
I could try and freeze. I could pour a frost potion.
Well, that might work. Are we anywhere near the tavern, or is it just void?
It's just void.
I also have a make small potion. I don't really know what to call it. I just can make something
Make
smaller.
tiny.
Make tiny.
Maybe reduce in size potion. I could try that.
Fezzick's gonna lift one hand up to scratch his head and then quickly put it back down to keep pushing. You got the big brain ideas, man.
Okay.
What if we freeze him here and then go get everyone else and then jump?
That would be pretty good. Brian's gonna take out a frost potion. And he's gonna pour. He's gonna like gesture for Fezzick to like move away, and then he's just gonna pour a frost potion down. And it's basically ray of frost, so I have to make a ranged spell attack on the target.
Alrighty.
And won't actually freeze it, but it'll deal some damage.
I could, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
So here it is. Oh, what about a 15? Does that hit?
Unfortunately, no.
All right, so I just miss, I guess.
Okay.
Or it just does nothing.
It just,
Yeah.
Fizzles out.
pours off.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Sounds like Dylyn last season with an ice knife.
Yeah.
The amount of times I cast that.
But switching back to the people in the tavern, Fezzick and Brian are sort of just collapsed in front of you. what do y'all do?
I would like to figure out what this. I mean, I want to figure out what the gas is other than the sleeping thing.
Alrighty. Do you want to roll Arcana for that?
Sure. 15.
With a 15, I would say that you're not quite sure what it is. It's definitely magical in quality. Words. It's definitely magic. And the most you can pick up from it is that it can disorientate anybody that sort of enters into its sort of radius, along with the fact that now upon looking at it closer, you see that it's stemming from the couch.
Let's see, what can I... Is it possible to use a Dispel Magic on the couch?
You can certainly try.
I will try.
And do you want to explain what Dispel Magic does for our viewers?
You choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. This is a 3rd level spell, so any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell above a 4th level or higher on the target must make a ability check. Using your spell casting ability, and the DC is 10 plus the level of the spell. So if I cast it at a higher level, and whatever is on the couch is a higher level, I may be able to better dispel it.
Alrighty. So what level are you casting?
I'm going to start at 3rd, hoping that,
I would say if that doesn't work, I have it too, and I can do it at 4th.
yeah.
I will say, for a brief moment, it does sort of seemingly stop. And the fog sort of like goes out. So you do have some. It did stop.
For a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So either we need a higher level or it just continues if there's not an active effect on it. But I would like to explore the place, so if Dylyn doesn't want to, I can cast another one.
Yeah, I can do it. Just give me 1 sec.
But yeah, Ruben, Spectrum, as this is sort of happening, with your high passive perceptions, you do notice that with Fezzick, Brian, and Eliada, there seems to be sort of a black liquid that's sort of leaking out of the corner of their mouths.
Ew.
Goop!
Another Blobus?
And
This isn't goop. This is poog, their edgy counterpart.
and you sort of notice that. On the other side, with Brian and Fezzick, Brian specifically, you notice that there's now another set of hands, like sort of bubbling out, trying to get out of the other side. They are blue, very dainty. They have a little bit of sort of like a ruffled sleeve. Sort of similar to that one tiefling that you were just checking on before, being teleported to this place.
Does Fezzick see these hands too?
Roll me perception.
19.
19? Yeah, you sort of like start to hear the bubbling happen from behind you, and you sort of like glance behind you to also see the hands sort of like pop out.
While holding
I
down.
only ask because Fezzick's gonna go, But those hands are a lot nicer than these ones right here.
They definitely seem like it. How about you?
Yeah,
You remember anything about these hands?
I don't, but I
Alright.
mean, they don't look kickable.
That's true. I'm gonna actually grab the hand and pull this one up.
All right. Roll me athletics.
Oh yeah, lovely. I should have poured a levitation potion on this first. Oh God. Oh God.
What was it?
Athletics.
Yeah.
A dirty one. A dirty one.
Okay. You start to tug on this person's hands, but it just feels like they're tugging you back into wherever they're from.
So, on seeing Brian struggle, Fezzick's gonna come over and say, "This is how you do it," and do a little, like, rub his hands together. And then I would like to make an athletics check
Yeah.
on the blue hands.
And me, so I don't fall in.
That's a 14.
14. You sort of grip onto Brian and these blue hands, and you get this person halfway out, and you quickly realize that it is Eliana, sort of
Oh,
like
hey.
coughing up a storm, just like, you could have got me sooner. I've been in here for hours with whoever. And she sort of just stops as she like starts to tremble a little bit, looking sort of behind both of you. Do either of you turn around?
I think we're gonna both turn around in unison.
I think Fezzick's gonna remember
Yeah, like we're both gonna be like, oh,
that he forgot his last job and be like,
oh, and then we'll turn around.
As the towering person behind you, a dragonborn, I believe. Yeah, a dragonborn, sort of stands behind you. Red scales, brown sort of leather, vest, blue sort of handkerchief around the neck. Missing the horns, but frightening all but still. As sort of he breathes in and then breathes out, seeing a little bit of sort of like a smoke exude from his nostrils. Sort of pushing his fists together, sort of saying, "Long time no see." And yeah.
Fezzick's gonna pee a little.
Brian's gonna he's gonna kind of go stroke his face and be like, oh, okay. So so he's much taller. How tall is he compared to you, right?
If he's 9 feet?
Yeah, 9 feet. So he's a bit taller.
That's like a good 5 inches. Like I'm looking up.
Yeah. So and Brian is looking at this thing that is almost double his height, and he's like, "Oh, it's been very long time.
How you been, buddy?"
Yeah.
Buddy is a word.
He just looks as a smile starts to plaster onto his face. Switching back to the other group, Dylyn has Dispel Magic. And what's the DC for you?
That is a 14.
14. Let me see if the couch beats it. Does the couch do better? It does. The smoke comes full blown back in.
Can we make the funny joke of Dylyn getting thrown into the wall? I will take damage for this. I just want the funny image.
Okay, you take 3 points of bludgeoning as you go into the wall, denting it. The blob sort of looking at you,
There's just,
hands on head,
There's
just
a little crack in the wall, in the wood.
I don't think I have enough mayo for this. But yeah, the smoke sort of comes full back in.
the only reason I'm doing all of this is because I'm not squishy. For once.
Yeah. Ruben, Spectrum, with your high passive perceptions, you sort of notice that after Dylyn gets flying back, and the smoke comes back in, the middle cushion opens a little bit, and a purple hand sort of sticks out with a pointer finger pointed to both of you, sort of gesturing for both of you to come closer.
Oh, I'm not going in there. That's Ruben's just gonna move a bit to the side to see if it's pointing directly at them.
I wish I had something to have a safe area of air around us.
I mean, hold on.
So we don't breathe in the.
I have wind wall.
That would be helpful.
Fun.
Why was my first thought when you said that?
Wonderwall?
Yeah.
I have Wonderwall, guys.
From now on, wind wall is now called Wonderwall.
You're my wind wall. That did not sound as
No,
nice.
that did not.
Go,
Proud of
gadget
you.
the Wonderwall.
But yeah, the hand gestures before slipping back into the couch. And I think
Why was my first thought the really creepy ghost hand from Majora's Mask? That if you give it paper, it gives you one of the heart jars.
Oh yeah, that's in
Me.
Skyward Sword too.
Oh yeah.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, the toilet hand.
Yeah, the toilet hand from Clocktown.
I will say, this is where we're leaving tonight's episode off on a little bit of a cliffhanger because I
dear.
feel like it.
Is it because you're hungry?
Maybe.
Um,
The DM doesn't determine when the episode ends.
The
The
DM's
stomach of
stomach
the DM
does.
does.
Yeah. I failed my personal con save.
Proud of you.
Yeah. So, just as a reminder, everything that we said or did tonight is acts of fiction. None of it is real, and
Except for the bludgeoning damage that Dylyn took, that is real.
that is very much real. Turn on Jerry's microphone.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
And with that, you have been listening to DnDVL, on WDVL, the Inferno, 89.5. And once again, Bree, where we go for D&D shenanigans on campus?
The DnD Club. Tuesdays and Fridays. I almost said Mondays and Wednesdays for no reason. Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m., 204 ABC of the Williams Center.
Thank you very much. And with that, let's how people feeling about tonight's episode?
Silly goofy.
Let's unpack it a little bit.
Pretty good.
I'm pretty excited.
Pretty excited that Fezzick and Andrew and I have this character.
I'm excited. I hope we're not the only ones
Yeah.
who meet him.
Oh,
I think
I think that would
I think you should swing by the tavern.
that'll be a very interesting thing when we come back for next episode. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I guess people are gonna have to tune in for the next episode, episode 5.
Ooh.
But yeah, how's everyone else feeling?
This entire time. Well, okay, first I started drawing a character from Club, and now I'm drawing silly art of my favorite pair of twins.
As you do.
I miss them so much. I miss both of them so much. I miss my wife. I miss my brother, DM. I miss him a lot.
Jerry, how were you feeling about tonight's episode as you listened in?
pretty good. Can't wait for next episode.
Alrighty. And with that, let's say our goodbyes. Starting off with the other room. Bree.
I'm leaving first this time?
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Bree.
I didn't even have to turn off your mic. You just cut yourself off on that one.
Wow.
What were you saying?
I was saying bye.
Oh no.
Okay. Next up, Andrew.
Bye, everybody. Tune in next week. It's going to be awesome.
Bye-bye. Next up, Twylen.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Next up, Sawyer.
It's looking like a good one next week. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. And Evan.
Yeah, tune in next week. It's been a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jerry.
Yeah, come in next week.
Continue.
Bye-bye.
And with that, it has been a pleasure as your DM to record tonight's episode of DnDVL. And just as a reminder, everything we said and did tonight was not real, besides Dylyn's bludgeoning damage. But yeah, we hope to see you all for the next episode. And with that, this is DM Emma going out. Goodbye.
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal